guys, I'm heading in for some coffee. It's really quiet right now. It seems like everybody has gone home, so I'm just gonna head in, grab some coffee, go back up to the condo. The boys are going skiing, and that's it. Let's go get it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a few weeks. I told you guys on the last video that I was hoping to get on a schedule, but it has been busy and it's been a little crazy. Grayson was in volleyball season, so all of his games are in the afternoon. So whether he's home and we're spending, I don't know, a couple of hours up on campus, or they're away, I was the parent booster, so I would go up and send them off with lunch, and that took a couple of hours. By the time I ordered food, took them food, got back from the food, it was just, my schedule was off. But I'm here now and I can do a video for you guys today, so I'm very happy about that. I miss not doing videos. I miss not kind of interacting with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, I said yesterday, like, I've read your DMs, I read your messages, and I know, like, I want to do the videos, so it's not that I don't want to, it's just gets a little crazy. So on the last video that I did, I had a few requests, one being on jewelry and hoops, and the other being on denim. So I'm gonna do denim today because that really seems to be like a big question from a lot of different people. You know, what kind of denim, what cut of denim, what color of denim, and then for what age group, like what denim. So, you know, I don't know. When I think of fashion, I don't think of it as what's my age and dress age appropriate. Although there's some of that, because I'm not one that, like, I don't want to go out with my butt out. So there is some of that. But I think for the most part, we have to look at it more from what is our body type? What is like our own personal style? What looks good on us? Because what looks good on us may not be what's trendy or what this season's look was. So I think it's really important that you find what you like. So I'm gonna kind of take you through the jeans that I have. I feel like when you're looking for clothes in general, but let's just stick with denim, I feel like you want to narrow it down to, do you like low waist? Do you like high waist? Are you rounder or are you more straight up and down? Do you have a lot of height, or are you like me where, you know, I'm a little shorter? And I think all of that should determine what clothing we wear or what jeans we buy. We all know the 60-year-old that looks 30. Like, I don't think age is really the way to kind of dictate what we buy, how we dress, or anything like that. It really is just a number. So let's get into it. I will show you kind of my favorite denim on rotation, and I'll kind of show you like the different styles that I have in denim, because I really do have a lot. and I have from vintage all the way down to crop. And by the way, guys, I am starting to now see like the skinnies start to kind of make their way around. They're still not in every publication, but I'm starting to see them more and more in people's campaigns. So I know for me, like when you think back when skinnies were really at the height of their popularity, that was probably what, almost 10 years ago? Like I was 10 years younger back then. Am I gonna start wearing skinnies now 10 years later? Probably not. Maybe a version of it, but I'm not as young as what I was 10 years ago. So there's no need to kind of follow those trends. Really kind of follow what looks good on you and what you know you're gonna get your wear out of it. Because I promise you, no matter what you buy, if you are uncomfortable or you look uncomfortable, you're gonna look uncomfortable. And that is never fashionable. That is never cute. That is like, that for me is like never in style. So feeling good in clothes, making sure that it fits you well is always, at least for me, what I try to look for and what guides me in what I'm buying. So I'll show you what I've got. I'll try on a couple of things. My setup here is not great with lighting. I've got this ring that's great when I'm talking to you guys in the camera, but when I'm in my closet, I have overhead lighting and it's not good. I probably should set up this area with like a mirror with backlighting, but I just don't do it. So I apologize when it's not like a great visual, but you guys get my situation. All right, you guys, other than that, I hope you are all great. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you want to see. You guys know I'm not like buying a ton of things every season. That's why I find these videos sometimes a little difficult because I rewear my closet. Of course, I buy things that kind of update for each season or replace maybe old items. But for the most part, I'm not doing like a Shop Bop haul or a My Teresa haul. You guys know I'm not an influencer. If anybody out there that's watching that wants to send me that, I will be happy to do that. But for the most part, you guys, I'm re-wearing the same stuff. And I know you guys have heard me say that before. So, all right, that's it. So just send me what you want to see. And, you know, I'll just keep trying to meet my weekly video. And if not, just keep checking back because I haven't gone anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just in a time in my life where it's busy. So that's what's been going on. Okay, let's get to it. So I've put on a tube top. I'm going to keep the tube top on with all of the jean options. That way it's like not distracting. I pulled my hair back just to keep it simple. And I'm gonna use the same shoe for all of the denim, just so that you can see how everything can stay exactly the same, but changing out the denim just changes out your look. And so I've chosen the Chanel Ballet Flats, which I think for as traditional and basic and classic that the Chanel flat is, I feel like it gives you a ton of options depending on what you're wearing, from a dress to a skirt, to regular pants, to pedal pushers, to denim. Like, I feel like this shoe kind of just goes with the flow and you can put it on with anything and you look put together. So the first jean that I'm gonna show you is a Japanese denim brand called, I think it's High Cure, I think is what it's called. It's a wide-legged jean. I love this style because it is really laid back. It's basic, it's clean. I feel like regardless of where I'm going, I could go to school, I could go out to dinner, I could go during the day with a t-shirt on. Like, I feel this option gives me a lot of versatility. This belt is the Row because I know you guys are gonna ask for it. It is like their classic belt. I love it. It goes with everything. The wide-legged jean I feel is really comfortable, also hides a lot. So if you're somebody that wants to maybe hide a wider hip or a wider leg, I feel like a wide leg does that and it puts you together. Whether you're wearing a tube top, a t-shirt, a button down, a sweater, like I feel that this jean goes a lot of different ways And putting on a heel for at night just gives you, I don't know, a little different vibe. So this brand, it's not cheap. It's kind of mid-range. It's not like Zara and it's not like Saint Laurent. You know, it's right in the middle, 300-ish in there. I have these in 2 colors. I've got them in black and I also have them in the blue. I won't try these on because I'm gonna try on some other blue jeans, but I like this brand, so enough to buy them in different colors. Okay, let me try on a different pair. The next pair is a white denim. All right, so white denim. White denim is a little controversial because you guys, not everybody looks good in white denim. So it's finding like that cut that works with your body. If you are someone that thinks, oh my gosh, you can see everything, you can see my butt, go with the wider option, like what I just showed you, in a white denim. You don't have to go in like a straight leg. So this is a straight-legged crop. Again, same shoes, same top. These are, I believe, a Goldie, and a Goldie for me fits really well. I don't know, I think it's because it's a smaller waist and a little bit wider hip, and I feel like it fits me really well. I tend to size down with a Goldie, so I'm normally a 24, but for a Goldie, I feel like they run a little bit bigger, and so I size down to a 23, and I haven't had to do any alterations with this jean. By the way, you guys, if you do any alterations, like for a denim, wash them first because they shrink and they shrink up. So if you're somebody that needs to take in the waist or take up the bottom and you don't wash them when you first get them, when you take them, bring them back and wash them, they're gonna be too small for you. So wash your denim first and then go get them altered. Also with white denim, this is not a white denim. This is like a bone color denim, which I find a little bit more forgiving, a little bit easier to wear. I don't know if I would wear this tube top with these jeans, although it looks fine, and I think for a summer day out shopping, you know, with a tote bag, I think is great. But I might go like all white, or maybe I do like a chocolate brown tube top just to soften it up a little bit. But when the jean is a bone color or an off-white, it's a little bit easier than like a really stark white. Other than that, you want them a little bit thicker so you don't see any panty lines. That's really important. So this is, I think, like a mid-weight denim versus like a lightweight stretch. Sometimes if it's too rigid, I don't like that either because for me it doesn't fit quite right. So again, it's kind of learning what you like and what works for you. And honestly, guys, I mean, like Shopbop, Net-a-Porter, even my Teresa, although it's a little bit harder because they're overseas, like order a few different pairs and then return what doesn't fit you. Net-a-Porter is really good at that. They're great. There's no restocking fee. Order whatever. The returns are easy. They give you the return slip. So just because you order it doesn't mean you have to keep it. Just keep trying, and I would say don't settle. Don't be like, oh, this is good enough. Good enough, I promise you, you will not pull out of your closet. So make sure you love it. Let's keep it moving. Light denim, if you saw my Instagram story yesterday or maybe a couple days ago, depending on when I get this video up, you saw these frame. They are, I think, called the LAX jean, I think. I will try to link everything on my Shop My. A lot of it's already there because this is nothing new, but I will try to, I have like a YouTube section, so if you go there, most of what I'm wearing is there. But these are more fitted up top, and then just right at the bottom, they flare. I've paired it up with an Hermes belt, so you see that something so casual and just so non-eventful can turn actually like, oh, there's some personality by putting on one of these belts. Again, with the Chanel ballet flats, makes this a lot more put together. You guys saw in my Instagram video, I was wearing the row slides. It's a little bit more sloppy, a little bit more casual, but if I was going to the grocery store, just kind of doing my errands, I don't really need to be wearing Chanel and Hermes, you know what I mean? I like this color, especially going into summer. Again, a white t-shirt, a gray t-shirt. I also like these jeans with the Chypre sandal. I feel like the brown works really well. Again, I wouldn't wear it with this belt. I probably would not wear a belt and keep it real casual, but I like this jean also with the sandal. It's really easy to wear, and I don't know, there's like nothing, there's no fuss to it. Let's keep it moving and change up the color a little bit. Let's completely change the vibe. I've gone dark denim slacks. So I really love this vibe. I feel like it's very professional. I can go to school, I can go to the office, I can go out to lunch. I feel like it's very clean, it's very classic. This brand is APC, which I love what they're doing. It's very like feminine, but not floral, which nothing against floral, but I'm just not a floral person. I've also paired it up with, again, the Hermes belt. I can probably do the thicker row belt as well, which would make it a little bit more casual, but just kind of keeping it upscale and a little bit more classic. I just paired it up with this. Again, this is the tube top. You can wear it with a white t-shirt, with a button down, with a tank top and a blazer. Like, there's a lot of different ways that you can take this option. And of course, heels totally can go from day to night with this look. And again, it's wider leg, kind of hides a little bit if you want to hide anything. I've had to get them taken up because these pants are really long, so they're good for the tall girls too. So I don't know, this is definitely a fave. And again, it's that same cut as the first option. Like, I like the wide looking jeans. So even though the skinnies may be coming back, I probably won't be wearing skinnies. I'll be wearing straight, or maybe, you know, a little bit more tapered, but I don't think I'm ever going back to like that skinny, sucked in vibe. Not my thing. Okay, let's change gears a little bit and let's go vintage, because you guys know that that is my go-to. If you've been following me for a while, you know that vintage denim, vintage Levi's, they are my go-to. I love them. I think whether you're wearing heels, whether you're going out to dinner, whether you're going to a basketball game, like whatever it is, I feel like they take you everywhere. These are kind of my trusted go-to for a lot of different things. This is a cropped style straight leg. Again, with the ballet flats, you can absolutely wear them with a heel. Same with the tube top, t-shirt, button down, blazer. Like, these go with everything. These are probably, I don't know, 1980 maybe. They're cut for today's size. These are 23s maybe. They are gonna be a little bit more snug than a 24. I also have a pair of 24 that are a little bit longer that I wear definitely with heels when I just want to show the like toe. But I feel like this color in this cut for me is like my favorite for everything. And I just feel like whether I want to vibe 70s or I want to vibe 90s, or I even want to vibe today with like a Row blazer or a Saint Laurent blazer, I just feel like a vintage denim pair is a must for everybody's closet. I'm going to show you another vintage pair that is the boyfriend version. I'm not going to show you all my vintage cuts, but just to kind of show you the difference between like two vibes. The pockets are not too far out. They're a little bit closer together, maybe a little bit angled, but I feel like I have also another pair, they're from the 80s, that the pockets are a little bit wider, which is fine, but I feel like the wider the pocket, your eyes go to like a bigger butt. You know what I mean? Versus if the pockets are in a little bit, it's gonna shape your booty a little bit more, which is a favorite of mine. But that is like being really, really picky. I don't know if everybody is that picky, but I'm definitely that picky. Okay, I'm gonna show you same vintage, but different cut. Last pair for this video, they're also from Redone. They are a boyfriend cut, which means they're gonna be just a little bit bigger. They're not oversized, they're not like wide-legged, they're still straight, but they're boyfriend, so they're just a little bit more relaxed. These are a size 24, so they are my true size in a boyfriend. If I wanted them a little bit more snug, I would get a 23. Sometimes though, the cut is a little weird because even though they're supposed to be boyfriend and oversized, if they're too small and they're a boyfriend cut, it like doesn't sit right, or at least on my body. These are some of my favorites. Again, with the ballet flats and the tube top, this is like a great everyday running out. You can absolutely put on a pair of heels. Let me show you what these look like. And so see, that kind of just changes the vibe, but totally doable. And you know, you guys, the way I like to dress is I like to stay in what I'm wearing and change up my accessories. So I love fashion, and I love how fashion allows us to show our personality, and I really do feel like fashion is an expression of who we are. It's not what we are. So what we wear isn't, who we are, but I feel like it reveals something about who we are. Although I love fashion, I am not a slave to fashion. I'm not like changing my clothes for every event. I'm not shopping for every event. I'm not like wanting to get the latest collection in whatever designer. I don't like that. It actually stresses me out. I really like to savor my clothes, and I like to purchase things that I can get a lot of wear out of it. That's what I love. And then that's where I think the personality comes from, because the reality is we can all buy the latest collection of Chanel or Saint Laurent or whatever. But you know what? In a couple of months, there's going to be another collection that comes out. So if you become a slave to that, I don't know. I don't think it's good for our psyche. It's definitely not good for our bank accounts. And I don't know. I just don't think that that's creativity, because we can all do that. I hope you guys like this video. I hope that you give a like and a subscribe. And I miss you guys. I definitely miss the interaction that we have, even if it's online and just, week to week. But I do like it, and I hope you guys like it too. So have a great week, and we'll talk soon.